guys, Matt for the Big River here. We got more fish this week. Got a couple of orders coming in. Got frozen rodents this week. Got a whole bunch of other cool stuff in tow. Got tank stands and all kinds of stuff coming. Rig restock from the summer. But first off, get back to the fish. These are platies. Got a couple different colors of platies on this week's order. Those are some nice red ones. Oh gosh, that's sucker loach. New type of fish for us. This is the purple Chinese purple sucker loach. They're kind of small, but they supposedly have really cool lavender fins on them. I can't wait to see them for real, if they really as purple as they say. Here's a old staple for us, neon tetras. Got to have them. Got about 100 of them, 50 on this order and 100 little ones. We're going to bring in another size of those. Next up is shrimp. These are the giant bluewood shrimp, or the vampire shrimp we typically call them. So very cool that. They get up to 6 inches, very big guys. Next up is coolie loaches. We've got 3 types of coolie loaches on this week's order. Lots and lots in the world. We carry dozens of types sometimes. This one is the black coolie loaches. They love to be in groups. 6 or more is what we recommend on those guys. Molly's got a couple colors of mollies, several over on the aisle, and then we added some gold mollies today. And I think we should have some half golds too. Let's see if we find those. Here's those other platies I promised you. We call these ones a black coral platy. Well, I don't know what makes them black or coral, but they're pretty, so we'll take them. Another sucker loach. This is another type we've not had before. This is called a Chinese tiger sucker, like a Borneo sucker. Man, nice stripes on them, the yellow. I've had yellowfin tiger sucker loach, is a little different species before, but that is a little different one, so very cool. And then some big Congo tetras. Got a lot of Congos on this order. A different order, I brought in some slightly smaller, less expensive Congos, and that's the first box. And we're back. 2 more boxes on this order. I don't know how many boxes on the next one. They usually pack pretty light, so there'll probably be a lot of them, but a lot of fish too. More coolies, I promised you. These are the banded coolies to go with the black coolies. And here we have some bushy nose. These are the super red bushies. Been out of those for a bit. I got a local guy, a couple local guys that were breeding them for me, but they've gone dry on me, so we had to bring some in. Exclamation point Rasbora, that's one of your micro Rasboras. Got a couple types on this order. Chilies have not been available for a couple weeks. They're our best seller, but exclamation points are cool in their own right. They look like they have an exclamation point on their side, thus the name. Leaf fish. This is a South American leaf fish. Truly looks like a leaf. Has crazy jaws, like they're a great ambush predator. We didn't get one of those. We got a school of them. They really look cool when you have them all grouped up. They look like leaves on a twig if you put them in with spiderwood. So we tried that. Gonna try that anyway. African knife fish replacement on that one because we sold one over the weekend. They're available right now. Cool knife. Not a very big one compared to your other guys who only get about 8-12 inches. Here's another one of those leaf fish. Told you we got a whole school of them. We got a whole branch full of leaf fish. And another. These aren't leaf fish. These are green tiger barbs. Green tiger barbs, great little schooling fish. Beautiful color. They get up to about 2 inches as possible, 1 to 2 inches, depending on the conditions. A little nippy. Opposite side of that, tiny little fish. These are celestial pearl Daniels, perhaps our best-selling microfish. Only get to about 3/4 to an inch. Little spots look like a Dolly Varden trout. Another type of coolie loach. I haven't had these in a little while. The silver coolie loach, also called the green coolie loach, is a lot longer and skinnier than your average coolie loach. Very cool in its own right. Another one of those leaf fish. And last in this box is dwarf chain loaches. They're tiny this time. They're not a very big fish, only get about 2 inches. Great snail patrol. Perhaps my favorite snail patrol loach. They're a Boteus type, but they don't get particularly big. They are not usually very ornery in a community setting, so they're a great choice for just about any tank if you want to get rid of those annoying trumpet snails. They're my go-to. I really like them for that. All right, one last box on this little order, and then we'll take a break again. In this box, we'll have more fish. I can guarantee you that. There is some swordtails. Nice size on these. These are 3-color or tricolor. Sometimes we call them a koi swordtail. Here's some ottos. These are the zebra type ottos. Got some regular commons over there also. Got some whiptails. These are the lanceolatias. They're arguably the same as the L10As and perhaps a different breed, or maybe they're not the same. The L10As are the red red lizard whiptail. These are like the brown version of them. There's some argument back and forth whether the reds are just a color variant. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe it's a locality. Here is Corydoras atropersonatus, a Cory with personality. I always like to make the quip because I like making jokes about scientific names. They're the polka dot Corys. Silver tip tetra on the tetra special, along with those neons earlier. Buy 4 more, get 25% off for subscribing to our channel. That's our standing special for tetras. We've been running it for 5 years or more. Here are some more platies I promised you. Those are those half gold platies. Wallace shoehead catfish. I didn't make that up. That's what they call them. Kind of looks like a Danish clog or something like that, especially when they get a little bigger. Haven't had one of those in a while. That's a really interesting oddball South American catfish that we come across about once every never. That's tiny little guys. Those are wrestling half-beaks. I found them in there. Wrestling half-beaks are actually a library. You'll find them on our library aisle. We'll get them in occasionally. They're very territorial with each other, so you want to make sure to have lots of tank space if you get multiples. And last bag is one more bag for the Tetra special, more neon tetras. Restocked on those, and that's that for that. And we're back. We got lots more fish to check out. Nice order of fun stuff here. Oop, this box has feeder items and styrofoam. Big box of feeder comets and blackworms. Love to have feeder comets and blackworms. You guys can go right there. Okay, one box down. Anything else? No, that's it. Ice packs on those. Getting on towards the cooler part of the year. So I'm going to start putting heat packs in these. Those still had ice packs for those guys because they like to be cold. All right, what's in this box? Fish is going to be my best guess. First thing out of the box is going to be some female bettas. I haven't had any female bettas in a while to speak of. These are half moon female bettas. Came in nice variety of colors there. Next up is some, what are you guys? Those are haps. Who can I remember the name of them? They're starts with a P, something hap. It's a Victorian hap that's actually pretty much extinct in the wild. Their ability to get those is really only through the hobby, and maybe a common name will come to me after a bit, but I can't come up with it right at the second. Anyway, they're black with a little red on their fins. Very, very pretty fish. Next up is some Corys. Got a couple of Corys on this order. This is some albino Aeneas. Should have some green or regular green Aeneas too. Shrimp, got a order of cool shrimp on this, or this is a cool order. Oh my gosh, maybe we should edit that bit. Got in some cool shrimp on this order. Got some bright orange ones here. Should have some really cool yellow ones too. Also working on getting some private party shrimp, so we should have a lot of cool stuff to look at. Speaking of which, here's more shrimp. These are the snowball shrimp, or the snow whites, I guess we're calling those. They're Caridina. Here's some Bloody Marys. Gotta love Bloody Marys. The thing I didn't get was regular cherry shrimp this week. We'll probably get some next week. These are the black fancy tiger shrimp. Very cool. Got some of the red fancies breed over there. I got a couple babies in there. I was really excited about that. Here's black crystals. That's what they are. So black fancies and black crystals. Also got some red fancies, and those are the ones that I got to breed. And here's a pleco. This is an LDA, or no, L172A. That's the golden leopard or golden vampire pleco. I think I ordered 3. I see 2 of them really tiny. Had a fairly good price on them, but they are really tiny. Those are a type of vampire pleco, but not a very big one. Some of the vampires get huge. Leprecanthus is the genus on those. Those guys only get about 4 or 5 inches, so not a huge animal. And last bag has red pinto shrimp in it. That's the spotted pintos. Nice little batch of those guys too. So restock on our fancy shrimp for you shrimp guys that are looking for something cool. I thought we were going to get some yellow shrimp on that order. Orange shrimp and yellow shrimp. Looks like we just got the oranges. Unless they're in a further box, which is entirely possible. Actually, yeah, because we got ghost shrimp coming too, so should have some more here. Shipper asked me to temp these for them to see what they're coming in at, and I'm seeing 71.2 degrees. That's not a bad shipping temperature. We like to keep it a little warmer here because we keep it at about 74, 75. 78 is what we recommend, but as long as it's constant, 70 is fine. I got in a bunch of Neon Tetras. We got the large ones on the last order. This order was tiny ones, a little discount on those. We got a couple bags of them. They're on the Tetra special, of course. Buy 4 or more, get 25% off, and they'll be extra special, inexpensive because they're tiny Neon Tetras. Gotta love them. Neon Tetras, so bright and shiny. Next up is some Serpe Tetras, bright red. Serpe Tetras. Remember, those guys get a little chasey and nippy, so pair them appropriately. And some white clouds. These are the gold white clouds. The spots on some of those guys, kind of cool looking. Gold white clouds are the albino version of the Chinese white cloud mountain minnow. And then, what do we got here? Glow light tetras. I think, no, that's Amanda Embers, not glow lights. We got both of those on this order. This is Amanda's Ember tetra, smaller tetra. They only get about an inch full size. This is another bag of neons. Apparently they broke my 100 up into 4 bags for us. Actually, we should have cardinals too. Maybe one of these bags is cardinals. So I thought we had 50 and 50 small neons and cardinals. That is definitely neons though. Have to look at them close and see what they did. Cardinals should come in a little bit bigger. These, here's the cardinals right there, and they are a little bit bigger. And let's see, we get some glow light tetras. Those are the ones I thought the Amandas were those. They're not. Those are them. And one more bag of tetras. These are the Von Rio, the orange. The albinos come out kind of an orange color, which is really cool looking. But that's a flame tetra or Von Rio flame orange. So cool variant on that tetra. Lots of tetras for our tetra special this week. Let's see what else we have here. While I clear the cart, should have a couple other real cool things coming out of the box. Always something fun in the box. Let's see, next up is pipefish, nice and big. Wow, I think that's as big as I've seen on these. These are Myers Eye blackline pipefish. There's a couple different names for those, but very, very cool. Freshwater pipefish. They do like a little salt in the water. Be best in hard water, but they're not a brackish fish, just kind of brackish, kind of adjacent. Here are some Congo tetras. These are all males, but smaller. Got them for a good price, so those will be all male, small, medium Congo tetras. Go along with those large ones we got on the last order. And this is a cichlid. Who am I seeing? Oh, Curviceps cichlid. I should just take my glasses off so I can see a little better. Curviceps cichlid is a little Acara type. They only get about yay big. I used to call them a little blimpy fish. Very fun. Reasonable for a community tank. They don't get that big. They don't get that ornery. Scissor tail Raspora, not a tetra, but similar. They'll get about 2 inches. Still have a few of those red tail ones over there. They get a lot bigger. Fast, great little dither fish. Next up is some of those shrimp I was hoping for. Looks like, how many we got there? You know, maybe these are the snow white ones. Yeah, snow whites, because there's about a dozen of those, and there's probably 25 of the others. Those are probably yellows. I get mixed up on which ones are which. Bolivian rams, nice color on these guys, nice size too. Bolivian rams are a more wild type ram. Actually, a lot of different types of rams out there, though we only get a few of them usually. Green Anias, I promised you those, Cory cats. And more tetras for the tetra special. Which ones are these? These are, red and blue Colombian tetra. No color on them, they're all silver. I'm like, what the heck is that? That's the other flame tetra. That's the red and blue Colombian. Get quite a bit bigger than the red variety. Peacock gudgeon, got a new batch of those guys in. I love their clown colors, the reds and the yellows. Beautiful little fish. I've seen them listed as a brackish fish. They do fine in our hard water. And then we've got electric blue Acaras, much bigger fish. Those guys will get up to 9 inches. Can be pretty aggressive, usually moderate as far as a large or medium-sized South American cichlid. Tiny little blue dolphin cichlids. These are an African cichlid. Blue dolphins will get big, 8-10 inches is possible. Bright blue, maybe with some black spots on them. Very, very cool fish. There's that other pleco I was hoping for. That's a LDA, not LDA, L172A. Excuse me, keep mispronouncing that, but that's that vampire, golden vampire pleco. Very cool. I haven't met a pleco I didn't like. But, you know, who doesn't like a vampire pleco? They call them that because they have a tooth in the front of their mouth. In fact, I've been bit by one once, but right in the front of their sucker, they got a little tooth. And that's why that whole group of Leportanthus are called vampires. They run kind of the gamut of what they like to eat as far as they're omnivores generally, not carnivores for having that tooth in the front. It's just part of the family of plecos with kind of a fun mouth shape. Fun for them, I bet. Here are some big angels. Got a nice group of these guys. Not huge, but the price is pretty good. So, in color variants, actually really nice. A couple bags of those. When we get large angels, they might be twice that size sometimes, but again, these will be like that $30 price point. Got a bunch of snails in this week. Got zebra. Look like that guy's missing a shell, but that's zebra neorites and red spotted neorites. It's red with spots, not red spots. And brine shrimp, got a half, quarter pound of brine shrimp to share. I'm getting that in real regular. Some guppies from this breeder. A couple different colors. There's a red, there's a blue. Look pretty good. Nice batch of those. And more snails, assassins, little ninjas themselves. Actually pretty good at taking out things like trumpet snails if they're hungry. If they're not hungry, they'll just eat fish food. So make sure you don't overfeed them. Here are some more shrimp. These are gross shrimp, or glass shrimp, or whatever you want to call them. And last bag on this order is more Congo tetras. Wait a second. All right, what did I mess up? Because that looks like a whole big batch of Congo tetras. What was that? And that's a bag of Congo tetras. Well, I don't know what happened there, but looks like I got 2 bags of Congo tetras. And that's it for this week's order.